agenda.
I have one here.
Yes, I have
Is that-
it here.
You emailed it out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got one page here. Thanks, Billy.
You, I got it all on paper. Oh, thank you.
Giving out snacks.
I like snacks. We should have snacks at every meeting.
All the work that I did today is gone bye-bye. All right, let's see, time is 6:33 p.m., September 19th, calling the meeting to order. We do have quorum. I am present. Kevin is present. Rebecca, what? I don't know. Henry is, he's not here. Is he online? Henry, are you online?
Oh, yeah.
Mac is on.
Mac is online. Okay. We should.
I am here.
Meeting minutes, though.
What's that?
I gotta do meeting minutes now.
I guess you have to do meeting minutes, yeah.
Rude.
I'm send a text.
Yeah, send him a text, see where he is. But we'll start.
Always here.
Right? I didn't know.
So we got quorum, president's report. So the one thing I want to talk about real quick is the 70-64 vote. So just so everybody knows, typically what we do every year at the end of the year is we put out, when we do our election, we put out in coordination with the election, we put out a vote to carry over funds. If there are excess funds, the community has to vote to carry them over into the next year. We didn't do that yet this year because we got pushed off of our time schedule because we tried to extend the election another month and a half to give more people a chance to volunteer. We had one more volunteer, which is great. Thanks for coming out, sir. Jeff, we'll all meet him shortly. But we didn't send out the vote to carry over. So the important thing is we just have to do it before we file our taxes. And a lot of the things say that it's supposed to be done at an annual meeting. So we're going to put our annual meeting to January 30th. And
So we're moving it out.
yeah, we're moving it up. So if it's going to be February, we're going to do the annual meeting January 30th. And then we'll mail out this vote on January 3rd. So everybody has a chance to vote. We got to get a quorum from the community and everyone will vote. In the meantime, our treasurer will be doing some research on this to make sure that we're doing everything proper in accordance with accounting and our bookkeepers. So just kind of updating on everybody on that. Is there any questions about that? Nope. Okay. At this time, treasurer's report. Ma'am?
So first thing is that Westlake approved a budget for 2025 in their special meeting last night. So we have been working with our accounting firm to make sure all the new budgets for 2025 are loaded into the system so that the new assessments will show effective January 1st. From a operating fund perspective, we in total we have 574,000 operating funds across the service areas currently, with 1.9 million in reserve funds across the service areas. So total assets currently stand as of today at 2.5 million and change. So
Great.
we have a healthy balance sheet, and our reserves are in good standing. So as we move into next year, we're in good shape. So. You know what? Henry did say he wasn't able to make it tonight.
Say he was gonna make it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just remembering back when I came back. Sorry.
Tracking. All right, anything else, treasurer?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you, ma'am. Next is officers report. Secretary is not present. VP, you got anything to pass? Nope. All right. Community managers report.
Yeah, I didn't do them. Sorry.
You didn't do.
I realized about it.
That is 5 demerits.
Okay.
All right, attorney report.
How many are you allowed?
Yeah, unfortunately, infinite. Infinite. It's like, whose line is that anyway? The jokes are made up and the points are made up and then something doesn't matter.
The score doesn't matter.
That's it. All right, Jennifer, you want to brief us on violations?
Wait, no, hold on.
There's this.
Attorney report.
I thought this was just for SA and we don't read it out loud.
You can, but we don't, we just haven't used the two. There's actually another one that is like that for both.
Okay,
So the two homeowners that need to, that the attorney is suggesting for to leave foreclosure. And rightfully so, we tried everything under the sun to try and get them to pay, and they have not.
all right. So we got to vote on this. Okay, so we're voting for Mankin Group to go forward with leaving foreclosure. And I only have one address right here,
I don't think so.
separate, okay.
Listen to the other one.
All right, Yeah, it's there.
Oh, you got, no, I'll pass it back. Things pretty straightforward. Don't pay
Yeah.
your bills, you get foreclosed on.
Yeah,
And
and
we
we've,
give them like 6, 7 months.
Yeah, we've given them more than enough time to try to figure something out.
all right. So the two addresses, which we will redact, two addresses, motion to move forward with lien foreclosure on the two addresses in the legal report.
I will second.
Second, any questions or concerns?
I mean, I don't know the dollar figures, just strictly from a financial perspective, is the attorney fees less than what they owe? I mean, I know there's a point in which you uphold the rules and standards, but there's also the.
When it gets to lien foreclosure, it's usually more than 1,000.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in the future, and I meant to, I'll attach the statement of account.
Perfect.
It's not gonna be the full statement of account because it's only our fees, not the attorney fees.
Interesting, okay.
Hey, Patty, just to double check, from what I understood, Mankin, once they do this, if they foreclose, they get their fees paid by the person, not us, correct?
That's what I was gonna bring up.
Okay.
Yes.
That covers that.
So the 750 that we lay out for each account is just a deposit, and we actually just got a check back from one of the previous lien foreclosures that we started. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Any other questions?
No.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 Max says aye.
All right,
you want to sign that?
any opposed? Nope. None opposed, motion carries. Sounds for you real quick.
Oh, you want to do my hand?
Okay, we do it, yeah.
Did we issue the checks for those? Do we need to do the 750?
All right, next item on the agenda,
750 that we're gonna put in?
violations. Jennifer, how's our violations looking?
Yes, so I sent a packet this afternoon for the new finding meeting agenda. So right now we will have 8 properties on the finding list. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 violations. So some of those have multiple fines. So I just need the approval to go forward to have those on the finding committee meeting for January 10th.
Just one question.
Yes, sir.
If any of those are hurricane related, do we provide any
They're not.
leverage or anything? I thought I saw one that was a tree.
I thought it was all mostly sod issues.
There
Most of
was.
them are sod. There's one street tree, which
That
this,
looks like it broke in half.
it broke in half, then it was removed, and then it's still not been replaced.
Oh, but the one I'm talking about was like broken in half, still there. The one I
Oh,
saw
no, the
today.
one that I have on here is gone completely. They actually cut it flush with the ground, but have not
Oh, yeah,
replaced it.
that's not the one I'm talking about. Whatever we saw today, I thought I saw one. And it was like, just like the tree and it was broken.
Originally,
Oh, that was the original picture? Okay,
yes.
sorry.
So this will send out a notice for them to fix it, and then if they don't fix it, then the
Yeah.
final
Correct.
committee
It
will
was
move
broke at
forward.
the top at
Yes,
first when I
yes,
sent it.
yeah.
In the next picture, it was
All right,
broken
cool.
half, and then
Yeah,
now
that's all
it's,
me.
it's cut level with the ground, but they still have not
Yeah.
replaced it or reached out for anything.
I just missed the second picture.
That's
sorry.
okay, no problem.
So just to be clear, the procedure here is we vote to send them to the finding committee. Finding committee does what the finding committee does.
Correct.
Okay. Do we prescribe the fine amount for each one?
$100 per fine, up
Right.
to $1,000 per day.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we
per day.
give, basically, we give the finding committee the latitude up to $100 and they determine what is an appropriate fine.
Correct.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
then if the homeowner would like to bring it before the board because they don't agree with it, they have the right to appeal.
All right. Motion to approve sending the
8 properties.
8 properties on the finding list to the finding committee for their follow-on action.
Second.
Second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Max says aye.
Aye, none opposed, motion carries.
Yeah, so can you send me that packet so I can put the addresses in here?
Mhm.
Okay, committee reports are next. We have no one from the finding committee present unless someone's online. Nobody's online, okay. Social committee, there are no, one update, social committee, it's like the Santa Mystic Claus event. Was a great success.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to my wife Crystal for handling and organizing that thing
Yeah.
entirely.
She did amazing.
Yeah,
right?
it worked out really well,
Yeah, it
and
worked-
thank
it
you
was
to,
very smooth,
yeah,
not very smooth.
yeah, went really well.
And she took a fine off 2 days after, with everything she was doing.
The what now?
She had to take her fine
Her final.
2 days after.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
But we got a nurse, so we're good.
And then we had a lot of good volunteers too. Some board members came out.
Thank you.
We had some Girl Scouts there. It was great. It was a good event. Minutes. Everybody have a chance to review the minutes?
I sent them late, I'm sorry.
The 21st minutes.
I did. I sent a note back that there were, it looked like there was the responses on those, it should have said none, but it didn't have anything. So that's something that you might want to add.
Yeah,
If it's possible to add that.
Yeah.
But other, I mean, the information in there is correct. So.
So Rebecca made the motion to approve.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve with those two amendments that the discussion and the declines were none, so we just fill in the blank there because there was nothing written.
And that was on page 7.
Okay. All right, I second the motion. All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Yeah.
Max says aye.
All right, none opposed, motion carries. New business. All right, first things first. So what is this? What are you giving me here? Oh, is this from the charter?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we tried to have an election, nobody volunteered, we pushed it back, we tried to have an election again, we had one more volunteer. And so our rules state basically, we have 3 open seats that are up for election, we have 3 volunteers. So those members, according to our charter, are considered elected. So tonight, congratulations to Scott, Henry, and Jeff. Thomas is already on.
He's on, but
Yeah, he's
now
on.
he gets to stay on another year because
Because he was elected, the fact that.
he was appointed. He was appointed to take over Jason's position
Right,
until the next election. So
right.
now all 4 of them are elected as of tonight, once you say their names.
Once I say the names.
2 years, they've stuck with us, yes.
You can go ahead and not say Monday.
If you say my name backwards, do I get out of it?
Yeah.
Just the invisible on mine, just call me Scooby.
Yeah. So actually, so on Thomas, he filled a seat that was up for election next fall.
Yes.
So Thomas has 1 year on the board. The other 3 have 2 years. So
I don't know about this.
motion to ratify the election of Scott Young, Henry Ages, and Jeffrey Longo to the board for a 2-year term. Is there a second?
A second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Welcome to the group.
Aye. Any opposed?
Max says aye.
Right.
Thanks,
None
man.
opposed. Thank you. And then for anyone that watches the video afterwards, if they're interested in seeing the election procedures, it is on page 8, paragraph 3.4 of the charter. Yes, ma'am. Do I not? Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. Matt, at this time,
Oh, man.
your many years of service to the board, many years, dedicated professionalism, continuous advice. I thank you extremely from the bottom of my heart, and I give the many thanks of the grateful community to you. Mac, how many years did you serve on the board?
I think like 3.5 or something like that, you know, maybe 4, but yeah. So anyhow, it was my honor, my privilege. But I'm happy to pass it over to a capable team.
And don't go far.
Normally I'm down the block. I'm a few hours away right now, but I'm normally down the block. So I will be in the neighborhood and hopefully have more time to help people.
So,
Thank you, Matt.
so
Thank you, Matt.
at this time, effective 1847 on December 19th, you hereby stand relieved of your responsibilities as director on the Fishhawk Ranch West HOA, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.
Adios.
All right.
Don't hang up, we might need your help. Stay right here.
Yeah, you can't hang up.
My history with this, but
Okay, next
Yeah.
one, we have some proposals and then, we have a lot of proposals. All right, let me pull up the,
wait,
did you email that an agenda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let me pull up, I don't know.
I think it's not.
Patty.
So the first one about total community maintenance is not even part of the rest of the discussion tonight. He's a handyman, so we lost Hoop 911, nobody's picking up. I got the new company EW, just like CDD did, they disappeared. We can't find them, they're not doing it. Yes, so I don't think they had insurance, there was something awful. with them. So total property manager, total PCM. I met with him, so he'll do the work of 911, approved 911. He'll clean up, he'll give us 8 hours a week to do maintenance anywhere if you want. So 2 4-hour days for $1,200 a month. Which actually only costs us $200, $250 more than what we're paying for the landscaping company to pay the $300 a month for the trash pickup. And then Thomas Anthony, the maintenance guy, every time he comes, he's between $700 and $800 a month. So this is actually to be less money, and we'd have somebody on site to fix all different kinds of things, do the little painting on the door, fix the stones that are over time.
Sounds good.
Is 2 days enough? Is
Week.
2 days a week enough for the trash? I don't know how often those things, because wasn't it 3 days before
No,
the pickup?
no.
So it's okay.
So Patty, if we need him to come in and do like repair screen door or something, so he's gonna be there for 5 hours a week, 1 week.
And then
That
he'll
time
take
will flex.
Yeah, so
So
it's actually 8 hours.
if we're not
So
using,
5, and then 4 the next week.
okay, so that's what I wanted to make sure. So we didn't say, okay, well, we're gonna pay you for 2 hours a week and then we don't use it.
No.
And then we need something for 8 hours and then he said, no, you don't
Is
have
it-
enough.
And is it mainly the dog park where picking up food?
The pool, the dog park, and safety.
So the pool is in like the common area there, the grass?
No, that is actually CBD, right there inside our. We only have 2 pool stations, CBDs, the rest are CBDs. But we
Oh,
have
you're
three.
talking about like where it's being discarded?
Mhm,
Oh, okay.
and the prepared.
I thought you- Dog food. Cool.
Is that a baby room?
Yes, and the only thing we have to pay additional for is materials.
Of course.
It's,
Yeah,
Right.
it's gonna be so cost effective.
In my mind, just looking at the cost and the availability, it's kind of like a no brainer because we're having to call somebody out. It's
And we 2 to 3 weeks before we can get.
yeah.
right,
Right.
right. And a lot of times these are little things, we're paying, a flat rate for them to come out, or one little thing that might take 10 minutes. and
Yeah,
We're still
right.
paying, so it's just, I feel like it's a better deal.
And so if it's a job where there's materials, will they send a quote over saying this is what it's gonna cost and we just approve?
For the material, yep. And then if we need extra hours, he'll give us a proposal for how many extra hours I think it's gonna be. And then take off our 8 hours for that week.
So if we have something a week where we don't need any work, and then 2 weeks later, we need something that's, 16 hours, will that be credited? So that's all I want to make sure is in the contract that says that.
Exactly.
It's actually kind of nice, because then you use what you pay for and you don't have to pay for what you're not using.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Sounds
you
good.
do just have everyone talk about it, because the back deck, that's the one that.
Has he provided a contract?
Should be in there. Give me the proposal for it.
That's about a kind of follow what you were talking about.
Actually, in your master association exhibit A, the second page. So it's proposal contract. We the same people that come twice a week. It's the same person that comes every news and after survive according to the penalty.
I imagine with him being here anyway, for that, it just, it's probably gonna be more cost effective to have somebody who's here doing the work all the time.
Yeah, and just like cleaning up the trash around the community. There's like the bricks out front, they're starting to buffer and so that needs to be taken out. So it's small projects, they seem to be having really like. Right. And then that easier.
Rebecca, you wanna read that?
I read it, when
Okay.
she sent it in.
I don't know if it's clear in sharing that. It looks like just. flat
That's why I
32.
was asking the
Yeah.
question, because when I read it,
Doesn't
it
read that
wasn't
way.
clear
Yeah.
if we had that sort of carryover hour,
Yeah,
like if we have a.
it
pool
looks like it's
hours and whatever.
32 no matter what.
So that's something I just want to make sure. we all know.
You want to send it to me and I'm looking for the exact version of it, or you want me to edit?
No, I just think, conceptually, I think it's important that we're not, in the contract that it's clear that if you have a pool of hours that we pay for, that we, have the ability to use that later, and we're not getting charged extra for something we didn't pay for,
Exactly.
and we gave them the money for.
Yes.
How
Yeah, I
about
mean,
this? How about we motion to approve it pending Scott's review and edit to the contract?
Yeah,
And to your liking, once you are
Yeah.
satisfied with it,
mhm.
myself or the treasurer will sign.
Yeah, there's other thing too to think about is we could be intentional with planning out each 8 hours too.
Right.
You know, since it's a flat fee,
Yeah.
And that's actually what he asked for.
you know,
You know,
yeah,
because his, like I said, he goes, just have a list of what you want
Right.
done every time you come, so I'm like,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
that could work,
that's
which is easier for what I'm saying than reviewing it that way.
So
Well, let's-
poop and maintenance, poop falls on grass, grass
Yeah.
is landscaping.
Yeah.
You're the landscaping czar, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
kick this over to you for,
Yeah.
for the final word, but
Yeah.
what's the total price on the contract?
$752.
A month?
Month, flat fee.
A year.
A year is 13,824.
It was, I thought it was 11,007.
Yeah, so that's a month.
Yeah,
$1,150 a month. So, motion to approve $1,150 a month for, Total Community Maintenance LLC to be our maintenance / doggy waste removal company, pending Scott's review and approval of the contract.
And then it's gotta be my go-to for things that we need to.
That's right.
You didn't know you were stuck with me this
No,
much.
it's
Is there a second?
A second.
Got seconds? Any further discussion?
I say let's just take into account what Westlake brought up yesterday
Yeah.
and just make sure we have some version of a standard to uphold or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
everything
Thank you.
I talked to him about, Scott's gonna be covered.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mm.
So.
You have to vote.
Whatever you wanted me to.
Yeah,
No, you're
now
in.
you're voting now.
That's it, you're in.
Just gotta roll with it.
You're in, max out.
It's a cannonball.
All right, none opposed, motion carries. Thank you all.
Okay, so Tom and Jesse, once this contract goes in, we don't need the guys to pick up the trash. By the end of next week, Scott and I, yeah, absolutely.
What's the name of the handyman company?
Total maintenance, I'll send you. the-
Total Community Maintenance LLC.
All right, next thing is Sunrise Landscaping, a bunch of, are these all in the packet? Yeah, they are. There's anything that was added.
Yes. No, I have added after.
All right. So,
So this is Jesse. Jesse,
Hi,
yeah.
Jesse.
You guys want to do the explanation?
Sure, sure. So I've been the account manager here for like 2.5 years now,
Mhm.
pretty much the same time Patty did. I recently got a promotion in my work, so I'm handing off the account management responsibilities to Jessie. I'll let her talk a little bit about herself and her background. She's super talented. She can explain a little bit more about that. You're in good hands.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jessie. I've been at Sunrise for a couple of years now. I've been in the green industry for a little bit over 10 years. Originally I'm from Massachusetts, came down here a few years ago and specializing in tropicals, perennials, annuals, and nursery as well. So it's a pretty easy transition because my specialty is tropicals up north. So coming down here in Florida is, you know, obviously a lot to learn, but it's pretty easy transition. So I know that there's a lot of potential in this community. It's a beautiful community. I think Tom's done a really great job thus far, and I think there are a lot of areas that we can beautify a little bit, but you guys have a great foundation here. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys.
thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Sorry.
Everything else, fine.
And Tom's still around. So we can annoy him whenever
Yeah.
we need, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I really good support system, so. Yes, whatever you guys need, happy to help.
Great,
Jesse's been here for a couple of weeks, so I just figured we might be at a next one.
nice.
Yeah.
So those are for pictures.
Got it.
Right.
All right, so we've been ignoring landscaping all year, counting on hurricanes and repairs and things like that, and just kind of letting things, the landscaping is the last thing we do every year. It always is, because we're not gonna spend money on flowers if a tree falls on the lake house and we have to replace a roof. Fortunately, that didn't happen, so we have that money to spend on flowers this year. So the first thing is the entrance to the parking lot to the lake house here for $2,000, $2,036.65. And in your board packet, you can see some pictures of what it will look like.
what it looks like now and what it can look like.
So we can approve these one by one, or if everybody had a chance to read all
What
of
it
them,
is now.
I think we do one by one.
I was gonna say, I did.
Big
review
difference.
it's either budgeted or we do have the additional funds in there.
We
These are
could
all
approve
funds.
the entire package. We have enough money to do that.
Yes. we
Okay.
can.
All right, so
And these are all master, right? So there's nothing else.
Yeah,
So that's
all
so they're
master.
all master.
That's what it looks like now.
Yeah, we're good.
So it's all.
Yeah.
Looks a lot
It'll
nicer.
actually be good for us
And
to
that's what
use,
those- these are-
our landscaping
look like.
budget.
Wow, that's nice.
For the
That's
year, but
those.
we have some additional things that we
And obviously,
have
like,
available that will reduce our tax liability.
nothing
so.
is set in stone, if aesthetically there's something you guys are leaning towards,
Wow.
you know, the colors.
That looks great.
I'm happy to discuss, I think they're just, you know, understands, some designs that was there.
yeah, no, that's good. We got a lot of dead plants around here. Dead plants, empty flower pits. We need some podocarpus walls put in. I see that. I'm
Still.
just kind of skimming all the proposals real quick. I'm trying to see, I'm trying to see what you snuck in here.
That's in this packet over here. So the dog park is something that we haven't really paid attention. Outside the dog park.
No, I didn't get something.
Didn't we used to have palm trees here?
Yes, they didn't take them. So you see, it's a little bit more.
You're right. We're gonna have to keep it, so we need to reduce.
Yeah, so it looks like now, oh, wow, that looks great. That
Yeah,
would be great.
they're great improvements.
I love those palms. Are those Christmas or foxtail?
Yeah.
I love foxtail. Yeah.
So, these on that, no, like, it's an ROI and saving for me.
Oops. Looks good.
And with that, they're already aware, so this will affect the, yep, going in next at the end of the year, right? We'll be able to walk right there, so it's not because of that.
Great. Skimming through them, I'm not opposed to any of them. I can motion to approve it as a batch, or we can go one by one.
Let me just do a branch, passing around so everybody can see. it.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anybody else.
Is it pool beautification?
These are all individual projects, they're not the same.
Oh,
These are all individual projects.
Oh.
Each- So each one I'm handing you is a different landscape.
Yeah.
Plan.
There's a quote on it.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of parsing them out too.
okay.
In the meantime, these are all, I keep going down and down here.
This is. Just so everybody can see it.
Mark, I got 32 or 5 if you're saying that, I don't know.
Got it.
Then we have the same 67.
Marine do not. Yeah, 30, I got 30,206.
Yeah, I got two oh five,
Okay.
7, but I think
I
I
must
must
have
put
fat fingered something.
a few cents on there.
So are these,
You already seen this one?
I have it right here. Hang on.
Well, there's one with the trees and one without the trees.
Oh,
Yeah, we have the same in the same.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
yeah, that one has trees, this one doesn't have
Replacing the
trees.
trees.
It's the,
On the-
look at the palm trees in the picture.
Oh.
That's the difference.
God, and I have to trust you with maintenance too.
Uh-oh. You might want to rethink that, Patty.
These are palms.
Those are
Yes.
palms.
They used to be there and then we had them pulled out because they were diseased.
And then we gotta, do put the just flowers and then the flowers in the face.
We have the money for the flowers. I would like to.
We do.
Yeah.
You need to actually use it.
Yeah, it'll look nice.
How about the, What's the tree in the middle of the roundabout that got struck by lightning?
That's CDD.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Fix that. Keep putting a Snoopy thing on.
Well, it's like they had that really beautiful palm tree and that one got smoked and they put a shitty little tree in
Yeah.
there. For our
Yeah.
$2.2 million that we give them a year.
Yeah.
Have we provided them like the pirate ship? Like they can look at it, see if it all matches. Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you were on that call, right?
Yeah, he was here before.
Yeah.
These are very, the foxes are very tropical little
Yeah.
towns, much more so than the towns that are up there, so.
Okay.
I like these a lot.
But they're.
I'm gonna let him make the motion.
Okay.
Might as well-
Anything landscaping now is
It's on
Scott's area, yeah.
This is a lot.
For the
With,
next
with
2 days.
each of these, will we get like completed pictures?
You want, yep,
Yes,
send this down, you want.
with Jesse thing?
Mhm.
Hey
Jesse,
Jesse, with each of these, can we get completed pictures? When it's done,
Like the before.
Yeah. to like support it?
Post that stuff in the community so that
Yes.
they know that landscaping
We're
is
gonna,
getting.
we're gonna
done.
share it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should
After.
notice it.
Yeah, before and afters.
Mark, this, help to week the pool. Just make sure when you approve the batch, there's one, it's option A or B, river.com, so just make sure.
Okay.
That may be what was throwing me off. I think that's what's throwing me off, Patty.
Right, yeah. And this-
Yeah.
Clearly you have a bias on which one you.
I did,
Yeah.
I didn't offer that.
It looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to make a motion? Since you're the landscaping guru.
Motion to approve the batch?
Yeah, $30,206.
Yeah. I'll give you a second.
No, you have to make the motion.
Motion to approve
30,206.
30,206
Yeah.
On Master Association.
on the Master Association landscape.
I'll
I
second.
second, it's a Thomas. second.
Yeah,
It's gonna look nice.
All in
yeah,
favor?
I think so too.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
It's about time.
Thank you.
We should batch approve everything.
Right?
So much faster.
Yeah, I mean, that was easy.
So much
You gotta
faster.
understand, I didn't know that. If it costs more than $1, there's a fight.
Yeah. no.
I have these too.
And right
Oh,
now,
I
we
haven't signed
actually
these.
need
Keep
to,
them?
we actually need to reduce our.
I
tax
don't- you
liability
need these
the
for him to
year, so
sign?
this will-
Yeah, I'll have him sign it.
Yeah.
No, I'll have him sign these. I just need the TCM.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then.
And that's the thing, all year we've been saying, no, no, no.
Want me to make-
Like, no, Patty's been trying to fight to get these trees, so it's like.
Cause I'm gonna mock it
Yeah.
up.
We just wanted to make sure we had enough money at the end of the year, just in case something happened. So we didn't spend what we didn't have.
More than
Make the
spend it.
changes,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you sign it.
Yes. Okay.
All right, the next thing,
And I'll just bring it to you.
Yes. And if you want to do a phone call tomorrow, and we can do a three-way with him,
so we have some doors that aren't locking, I'm not gonna say which ones.
yes.
But we need to replace some tech equipment, some door locking equipment. Yeah, I got it right here, brother.
Okay.
So is this just, you put both of them on one sheet, is that right?
Yeah, so it's actually three.
So 1,413 covers both of them. Motion to approve $1,439.63 to replace some door readers and a door pump. Second,
I'll second.
any questions about this? Just so everybody knows, this is, Tommy, our tech guy, was doing it. We pay no labor. Which a tech company will typically charge you $150, $200 an hour to install these things. We pay parts and that's it.
Yeah.
Thank
Super
you,
thankful
Tommy.
for that.
Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah.
Any questions? Nope. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nobody's opposed, motion carries.
Next one, I don't have any information.
Full troopers, this is the pump head, so this is just to ratify an expense that we had to pay.
Yeah.
We had some stuff break, taking care of our pool. The buoy, these are like code things, we had a buoy holder. And we had some sort of pump head. And then a feed rate control with shaft, so the total. And a chemical feeder issue was $1,167.88. Just ratify, we don't really need a motion, we just letting everybody know we spent that money to maintain the pool.
Right.
And it was for code sightings.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So we're
but
ahead of them.
the good thing is that our pool company had already noted it. And parts were ordered, and then the inspector came out the following day. And Patty was able to say, yes, we've already taken care of this, it's already ordered, it's on the way. So we are our pool company is doing great work.
Mhm.
Okay. Next thing, gem cart is being looked at for purchase. Okay, so rather than make an impetuous decision to spend $15,000 to $30,000 on a gem cart or a new golf cart at the end of this year, we're gonna put some research into it. In the meantime, they're gonna come this week and pick up our cart and try to fix it. Because Luther, our nighttime security guard, keeps having to push it back to the shed. So there's a battery issue or something.
That's what
Oh,
it sounds like. He definitely thinks it's just a battery issue, so
Yeah.
they're gonna pick it up on the 26th. and then-
Before we talk about that, I don't want to take any more time than Jesse's than we need to.
Wait,
No.
Hey, he told you.
It's like, yeah, it's just.
Are there any other landscaping issues or anybody any questions for Sunrise?
yeah, because if we're gonna go into other spending, I have. some-
Okay, so we're good. All right,
Sorry.
you're not off the hook yet. So, gem cart's getting picked up this week, right, Patty?
26th.
On the 26th, and then they're gonna take a look at it and give us a quote for what needs to be fixed.
And just for, to refresh memories, in the budget for 2025, we budgeted to a lease.
Yeah.
To lease it,
Right.
so, we just need to look at if we're gonna purchase it, if there's a cost difference.
Right.
To what we planned.
Oh,
I'd prefer to do nothing. If we can fix this
Yeah,
one and
right.
fix it for good, then I'll stick with that.
Yeah, of course,
So-
I'm just mentioning that if we do need to go purchase it, we only budgeted monthly leasing expenses for it,
Tracking.
so.
And right now, we own it, right? Because there's no,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
But better try to fix it.
Exactly. And it's not that old, you know, so, and from the conversation I had with the gentleman, Jeff, he thinks it's the batteries. And the batteries are
Yeah.
supposed to get water every month.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I've got one. I mean, we probably just need to get that. You know, you gotta put distilled water in it every month in Florida,
Right.
dries up.
That could be the issue.
I learned that the hard way.
I think we just.
I keep learning the hard way. Yeah.
I think we learned that.
I'm surprised I haven't passed in most of my golf cart.
Well. All right, so you got a couple other things to talk about, right?
But we have to sign the pool works proposal.
Full work signature, okay.
And do we need to put a deposit on that? I'd like to get it done and issued before the end of the year.
You guys have it in here?
10% due at signing, $33,827.
You are on the ball tonight. right?
Good.
Fine.
So-
I think I dropped the ball yesterday.
That's something we can- Wait, did we actually like?
Feel like it was
officially approve them
strategic.
later?
Not yet, no, I just thought about that, I was like. we need to do
I
that.
wish.
I was gonna wait till the end of the meeting and do it.
Mark and I
and
was
then-
like,
This is his last lecture, right? So he's gonna-
Yeah.
So,
Father stared us down, worst case.
so, yeah, we've already voted to approve this, so it's really just a signature at this point. Yeah.
This is the final, proposal to put it together.
Okay, you want us to sign it now?
With your other stuff, yeah.
Do you want me to sign this one here, or that one there? Here, I'll sign yours.
Fine, whatever.
He doesn't realize he
How
has to
much
sign
do
all
you
these.
I know. I'll sign
So
it
that's
there.
10%, that's less.
Let's see, 19 December. You wanna get the second station, be like the treasurer or
Just
something?
like 330,000.
Yeah, but we're.
Yeah, this,
Yeah, so in the reserve study, I think it's, that
yeah, this,
that was not, there was only 67,000 for the play structure. And then there was like 110 maybe for the pool resurface.
Sure.
So, but we put in the budget for next year. All of the money to do the re-engineering, and then this company came and said, hey, we don't really need to re-engineer if we use these products. And so we were able to use that money to make it better looking and not have to tear the whole pool up for re-engineering.
I need a second signature.
So now this right here, what we're signing, this is just for the play structure. This is not resurfacing.
That's not resurfacing.
Right.
Yeah. But they'll work with the resurfacing company to get, to work everything
Yeah.
in. And the whole nother permits, and doing everything like that.
Gonna be great. Very
It'll look really
excited.
cool and done.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I
And then I
know,
think
I know
also-
Thomas is, he's very excited.
Okay, first one down the slide.
Hey,
I say we make Mark stand in front of the cannon when they turn it on. Right.
But you know, seriously,
So
when
there's
when
no
that
wrong
gets
with it.
installed, I think we need to make like a big deal about it.
Like a grand
we-
reopening.
We need to have, you know, call
A
the community
community
out, do a
party, yes.
party, like,
Yep.
I think we need to make a big deal about
That's a
that.
great idea.
Mhm.
Kind of like. a
Community
corporate
party right
pizza
there in the
party.
park, yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
Order pizzas, have.
Do this summer
Party
fling
house
or
or
whatever, I don't
something.
know, well, I guess it depends on when it's gonna be
Yeah.
opening, but
January.
yeah, so to do like a party in the park or something.
You
that
can
would
do
be
a cold
fun.
water plunge.
It'll be 90 degrees, it'll be fine.
Polar bear.
I know,
Oh,
genuinely, yes.
I did forget to mention one thing earlier on the treasurer's report. We have $16,000 in income from the lake house rentals. So we will be moving that into the master operating account
Mhm.
before the end of the year so that we have that incorporated into the balance sheet.
We made
So-
16,000 in lake house rentals.
And it was exactly the same amount that we budgeted to receive. So that
Wow,
was a
that's
pretty good
amazing.
estimate.
That's
That was
That's
a pretty good
amazing.
estimate, yeah.
That's good.
I didn't do that estimate. But that was a good estimate.
For what you pay for this space, having used it myself personally,
Mhm.
it's amazing.
Mhm.
It is.
It's absolutely amazing.
Okay. Pool thing's done, what else you got for us, Patty?
That's all I have, other than
You wanna talk about a fence and then
getting some more money,
treasure?
treasure.
Oh, what am I doing?
What else we need to do?
So do I need to spend, do we have, how much money should we focus on spending from this point forward?
We will, hold on, I just had it up.
Yeah, so we did 30,000 for landscaping, we're gonna give 33,800 for,
But that's out of a different bucket, that's not.
oh, that's out of the, is that out of the reserve budget?
Yeah, that's not
Okay.
out of
Yeah,
2024.
the 33 will be out of the reserve budget for
Okay.
the, well, yes, for the play structure, yes. And what, so we need to spend in order to reduce our tax liability. Target, we should but it's not for the master.
Not for those?
No.
No, Sage. Okay, really quick, I totally forgot about this. Cool today. I sent you guys the proposal before I went away. Where they want to service the wall units at the pool for $999.
What do you mean service? Oh, for the air conditioner?
Yeah.
But I thought we built in the maintenance part of the contract. That's part of the
It's
contract.
maintenance, but this is actually, this is
For the
the
cleaning.
cleaning, like deep clean. I mean, if
Okay,
you saw the
yeah,
pictures, there's
yeah,
no-
that makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
Motion to approve. And then before, there's pictures and everything on that.
$999.
For 2 minutes. Worth.
Pool and clean dirty blower wheels, heavy buildup.
I don't know how much those things cost normally.
Air conditioners are Kevin's thing. What do you think?
That's a
Kevin?
mini split.
There's two of them, then one in each. 2 or 3.
I think there's.
Great. I got a
three.
landscaping guy, I got an air conditioning guy.
I
Gotta figure out what you're the
In
guy.
furniture,
for.
in
Hey,
furniture.
Jen Park, can you fix your Jen
Golf
Park?
cart.
Yeah.
Golf cart.
This is a top fuel
Yeah.
funny car with 11,000 horse.
Well,
It's a junk car with about 20 horse. It could be. I
It's
mean, with the right vision.
Like temperature flames down sun.
It's got 123
When
gallons
did you
in
send
it,
this out?
nitromethane. And do 300 miles an hour in the water.
Do you have the picture?
I held the record for one.
Because if it's
Somebody
black
broke it.
mold and you have to take everything apart
I did
to get rid of it,
328.
to mediate it, then I
That's
could
crazy.
justify the 3 hours labor.
0 to
Okay, so
100,
this-
8/10 of a second.
This is what one looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Assuming it's all like,
Sure.
like beds.
No, this was at Gator Nationals in Gainesville.
Okay.
What is that, like a rating or something? But you can see, I think the point is look behind it. At the lower.
So, yeah, that all has to be taken apart to do it. So that's why there's 3 hours on each. They basically have to disassemble the unit to take those.
That's for
Yeah,
safety.
this
I
is-
got so corrupt.
Okay.
I helped it.
Yeah.
You good with it?
I'm good with that.
All right. Motion to approve $999 to service the air conditioning units. This is at the pool.
Yes.
Rebecca seconds. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
I don't think,
none opposed. Let's get those approved. Thanks, Bill.
Cheaper than replacing them.
Yeah.
that's the thing, I don't know how much they cost.
What you got?
This one.
Which areas, which areas?
So, Yes, sandpaper. Yeah, we do, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it for the master?
Um. Yes.
Is it for the master? All right, do you wanna move on to sandpiper? Start with some.
Still, we have some money left in sandpiper that we can use.
Okay.
So I am asking the board if we can finish the shrubs, we just got the shrub proposal to go around the fence at this point. Remember this during the year, actually, everybody doesn't, we did originally get a proposal for the fence to go all the way around the community, it was $25,000, and we didn't do it, we went with the $5,000.
But we did budget for the rest of the fence for 2025.
Right. So in the meantime, we've had some death of the plants, the shrubs that are now there. Because they're making their own way through, so this is now. So this proposal is 14,000 to put 35 new.
32, both by the county, I believe it's 32.
So it's $14,928 to fill that in. So we're gonna need that anyway. So even though we have defense money budgeted for 2025, we could do the defense, but we'll have the bushes there to soften the view of the fence. So, and Rebecca says we have the money.
Is it either or? Are we trying to do either or right now, either fence or shrubs?
I would, I mean, I don't know if we, should we motion and then we can, I don't know.
No,
what
talk
the
about it now.
processes, but, I would suggest, since we have the money budgeted in 2025 for the fence, I would propose if we're gonna do some landscaping updates, that we do those now and utilize the remaining funds that we have before the end of the year.
The only concern I would have is if we put up the shrubs and the fence guy's gonna destroy the shrubs that we just put up to put up a new fence.
It's the wall. So
The fence
there's,
is already good.
so the fence, this part of the fence is there.
Yeah, you're just saying we're gonna do it where the fence is.
No, so we're putting it about 12 inches inside that.
But it's
No,
where
no,
the
I mean,
existing
it's
fence
not-
is
you're not
now,
gonna
you're
put-
just,
You're not gonna put the landscaping up and then come behind it and put a fence in.
No.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm just listening.
My only question would be, putting them in now in the dry season. Are they gonna have to, because the sprinkler system and everything is gonna be able to keep up to water enough to get it so that they'll lose these.
Yeah, absolutely, and these are matching height shrubs too, that's.
Yes, they're not.
Dividing the cost.
Yeah.
What I don't like is when you have all this beautiful hedge and then you have these little 7-gallon plants
Yeah.
that look like.
It
they're just like a
doesn't
half
work.
measure, these are gonna match right off the get go, so they're beautiful shrubs.
Yeah, they're fine.
It's actually the cooler temperatures to the time of year.
Okay. From the expert.
This is the sandpaper budget, not the master.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, the most respect, no doubt.
Did you email these out or no?
Yes,
Did. Let me just-
this one,
I don't think that these are in the. I don't think that
I've
these-
printed the 89-page packet. They were in there.
I don't think this one I think I sent out. When did- I don't remember when she said it on the.
Can we just pass that one around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I forwarded it.
How much do we have that's carried
Anyone
over?
else you want to throw? You're on
For
vacation.
Sandpiper.
sandpiper, we have 4 to
Alright,
6.
so when I came back, we could.
And we can carry over 10%,
Yeah, you
right?
sent a bunch.
10% would be
16.
26. Yeah. So we've got some money there.
Like fence.
So we have the money in the budget, that we need to spend the money in their budget, and this will, obviously, they need to be replaced either way.
Right.
So, I mean, my motion is to go ahead and put it through. Because looking at the picture and having walked along there, those bushes are really sparse. They've taken a beating over the years from everybody cutting through.
What would
And-
be
well,
the,
and that's
what
the
would be
reason
the
we put the
difference if
fence
they
in.
were the smaller? shrubs?
Well, it would look disjointed.
Yeah.
You'd have 3 foot with 6 foot or 4 or 5 foot trees.
Because some are not being pulled out?
No, because, well, the ones that you're replacing are gonna be next to mature trees.
Oh, okay. I
So-
was thinking it was saying it was pulling all of them out.
You're
So-
exactly right. The ones that are there, they're good. We're not pulling good shrubs
Okay,
out.
so we're gonna match
Replacing
it.
The ones that have been beaten
Yeah.
by traffic, so.
And that's the reason we put the fence
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
was
Right,
because
I
people
remember.
kept walking
Yeah.
through the bushes and.
I think this is Kevin's thorn bush thing he was talking about.
Yeah, the holly bushes. I still think holly bushes were the way to go,
Could've
but
cured it,
too
would've
before the
saved it-
law,
Saves that dang fence.
right?
You know,
You could have gone over there, trimmed off some holly for your house, for your decorations.
we know who did it with the scratches.
Up north, we had red barberries. They actually had thorns on them.
Is there anything else for sandpaper?
No, not much, sorry.
Okay. And so that was 14,000
$14,920 for the shrubs and then an extra 89.
for the sod, okay, okay, good.
So that
I'm kind
is
of-
$470 per shrub. For 32 shrubs.
Including labor install
And delivery.
and deliver.
Just saying, I'm not saying that's good or bad, I'm just
Mhm.
saying the fact.
They're big pots that they can, they're large, and that's why it's just a lot of delivering here, it's a lot to move them around, a lot to have a machine move them around and whatnot. But I've got, forecasted in there, I think it can all be done in a day, relatively easy, got really good access there in that corner lot, it'll go.
All right,
Kevin motioned. I just need a second.
Kevin,
A
motion to,
second.
all right, discussion. Treasure, are there any other things we're trying to do in Sandpiper this year?
The sod. The leftover sod that we didn't complete.
In Sandpiper,
There were some that we deferred, to make sure that we had enough money at the end of the year.
do we have enough money to both the shrubs and the
Yeah.
pad?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
We have,
and I'll second that.
Wait, we gotta finish this one and then we'll second.
I know, we're still discussing the shrubs, I'm getting further information to decide if I want to say yay or nay. Okay. Any other questions or concerns on the shrubs? Treasurer says we have the money, we can do both. It's gonna be nice.
I mean, deferred it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. None opposed, motion carries.
Thank you.
All right.
Can I take that too?
Gotta sign it first.
Yeah,
Don't we have to
you
sign
can,
it
you can
first?
take that one, because I
Yeah.
have this one here.
Okay.
Jesse, same thing, pictures before and after? Okay.
Yeah, because actually, this is what it looked like a year ago when we put it off,
Right,
the little tiny ones before they, so now they've grown and they're still there.
okay,
So. Yes, it's you guys, that was from March. Before we put it in.
And that was from them cutting through, right?
Yeah.
I remember these pictures.
Is there other things we can do to keep them alive, so we don't do this again?
It was,
Well,
I think they were,
the
I think they're
fence-
dying because people were walking
we
through.
put the fence up to keep the kids from running through it.
Yeah. Now, if the trees get too full, we're gonna have kids that hurt themselves running through it.
we,
They'll do that once.
Yeah. I don't know why we keep having these
Very
dances.
Notice the kids were back.
At that point, people will really like my holly idea.
They will, they'll be like, there's gotta be a better solution. You got it.
all right. I think I'd like to. First off, thank you, Sunrise, for the Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, very nice. If anybody doesn't know, we were in here discussing landscaping one day and I came in and Patty mentioned, oh, we need some Christmas trees, and they're like, all right, we'll take it out of the social budget. And then, who was here at the time? I forget.
Myself, Cam and John.
Right.
My two bosses.
And then they said, after the meeting, they said to Patty, they said, we'll cover your trees.
That's cool.
And so, yeah, so they got these two big
That's-
Christmas trees from Lowe's.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And I was only asking Mark for money.
We do a lot of business with Sunrise. We spend thousands with you guys, and I think we're developing a really good relationship. Do we have, like, let's say we plant these shrubs and a shrub dies in a couple of years, do we have anything in our contract with you guys to replace plants?
Is there a warranty period
Yeah,
on the
warranty.
plants?
so I think their standard is a year,
Mhm.
is what's in the fine print, but because of my relationship with that lady, whatever
Mhm.
makes her happy is what we do here, so.
Okay,
we'll take
okay.
care
Can you learn from him? I'm kidding, I know you do.
of it. I've done a lot of that kind of stuff.
You don't think Chris is
Figure it out, but
I heard a direct line.
Cool. All right.
I think it would be helpful to the community, the more we capture.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's certain things you guys don't want to capture, that's fine, but the more positive things, I think that will help, because like a lot of people last night, they don't know, because we don't put it in front of them. So anything positive, let's try
Yeah,
and
I think
capture.
before and after photos on our Facebook page
Love
would
it.
be great.
Yeah.
We
That's
need
where
to
my
do that
head's
for
at.
everything.
Yeah.
So, what's the next sandpiper thing? Sod replacement. We've been putting this off, we've been complaining about the sod for a long time.
Yes, we did half of it, we did not to exceed, and
Okay.
now we just need the second half, which is $9,000.
Motion to approve not to exceed $9,000 to finish the sod job in Sandpiper.
I'll second.
Rebecca seconds, discussion, do we have the money?
We do.
They have the money. Any other questions? This is, so I do have a question, actually. Is this the area of sod that keeps repetitively dying?
No,
No,
this is other sections.
so this is like front yards and things like that that are well irrigated and they're just,
Yes.
okay.
And
And
these are homeowners that have recently complained. too.
Yes.
yeah, it looks like quite a few homes. How many? Oh my gosh,
Lots of homes.
it's almost the whole community.
And
There's a
some
lot.
of them, yeah, some of them is just little portions, and then it's like 36 square feet, 50 square.
Yeah.
feet.
Great. So this will be
Mhm.
for you to coordinate with the people that take care of it. Is that Sunrise too?
Yes, yes.
So Sunrise, who's installing it? Sunrise is installing it.
Mhm.
And then they also care for it.
Mhm.
They maintain it, and then, well, they cut it and
Okay.
fertilize, but irrigation is bound.
Irrigation.
But we work with Michael on a regular basis.
So to answer your question, we'll, Patty and I and Jesse will walk that again.
Yeah.
Because things have changed, so some things might be better, some things might be
Mhm.
worse, but we would go through, walk the community, make sure
Yeah.
we're taking care of. what
Perfect.
needs to be taken
No, I
care
think it's great. My concern was I wanted to make sure that we were coordinating between the people installing and the people
Yep.
taking care of it,
Yeah.
because new sod requires particular care. So it's
And the
good.
irrigation, they will need to manage.
Yeah, they are. It needs to be watered what, every day for the
Every day.
first 2 weeks. Is that right?
of. Every day for the first 2 weeks, and then we just kind of adjust it, we fertilize it, treat it for chinch bugs, even just all the stuff that we do on the
Yeah.
onset, and then we watch it and we adjust. Water, so if it starts to rain, we may turn the water back, if it
Mhm.
gets dry, maybe more, gets hot, we'll adjust it as we go and make sure.
And notifying Ballinger before and.
Right.
And Michael's on site, Michael from Ballinger is on site every day.
So we're gonna want to get ahead of this before we install
Mhm.
it. Put a message out to Sandpiper saying we're gonna do your sod. Expect your sprinklers to come on every single day for 2 weeks to water your sod. Please don't turn them. It's not a problem.
Do we need to do any sort of treatment of the soil, like putting some potash down or anything to help the rooting of the sod so it can?
No, not whatsoever, so sometimes we'll add, if it's any type of air low spots that are, collecting water, or any type of grading issues, the people that we work with will grade everything out. They'll typically treat it, try to get rid of any like turf weeds or anything like that in the area, but they can start, cut it all out right down to bare dirt. Sometimes we aerate, sometimes we don't, but then they'll come in and install the turf after that, and we start a grow program, plant markers. And fertilize, yep.
Did we vote on that? We
No,
voted.
we didn't vote.
We didn't vote. All in favor?
I second.
You second, we just need to vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
No.
None opposed. Motion carries.
Kevin, you motion for that one.
Kevin motioned. No, I motioned.
You motion for
second.
this one, Rebecca second.
Yeah, I have that one too.
Did, here,
Oh, yes, it's on it first.
Yes.
give him a copy of it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna show you this guy.
And if we move on.
Is that it for Sandpiper?
Yep.
So we're doing the fence. We're gonna finish the fence project next year, not this year. Okay.
Does that put us in the
Stage
right
one.
spot?
We get on Sandpiper's budget, right?
Yeah, it's below the 10%.
Okay.
Safer,
A lot of sod for Sagewood, right?
total side, so, because we only put like really
Very-
small and,
We'll be happy to see some more sod.
yes.
And then Jesse, I really wanna look. We're putting all this sod in,
Yeah,
but I really wanna look for opportunities for some Florida friendly landscaping flower beds. So if you and your crew are out there installing sod and you think this would be a great spot for a flower bed instead of sod. I'm all about
same.
So please let us know. We had a big meeting about that, a town hall meeting, and
Yeah.
the community's very interested. I don't know where, there was a gentleman that was very interested and he kind of fell off. He was spearheading it, but I'm all about throughout the whole community, the left side and more plants and
Yeah.
flower beds.
Sustainable,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
lower maintenance,
Just to get out of
water.
replacing the sod as much as we're replacing it. Especially with the
Still looks like
expense.
it belongs in the community. It's not like a foreign,
Yeah.
I'm very happy. to-
Yeah.
You're familiar with Florida from the landscape. Okay, great, great. Yeah.
You needed Tom for, I know that when we had that meeting here, a few of the ladies that were on the board over there also had that
Yeah.
page, so I can show her that. It would be maybe helpful if, you know, Patty and Jesse and I could walk, maybe let's find a good test location and we can do something, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe partner with you guys,
Agreed.
at cost and just
Yeah.
do something that we can see, kind of out in the open and then maybe it'll.
Definitely.
Change.
It's a great idea.
Definitely.
I think this big open area right here in the front is a great spot to start. Big flat dirt lot we have.
You just approved.
You know what I'm saying?
But there's no sod in there though.
Yeah.
There's no sod.
Yeah. So do something there to show us,
Yeah.
because there's no sod there.
All right.
Not having place that.
It's
Yeah.
Sagewood, 15,000 for sod and Sagewood. On how many addresses though?
A lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
technically a dozen or so.
But they have 900 square feet, 425, 63. But, and this didn't mean, these are new ones
Mhm.
that aren't even included.
Okay.
And we didn't really touch the backyards of any of them.
Could we say 14,000 up to include Florida friendly opportunities, including sod?
Over in Sagewood, because they have certain plantings that they're supposed to have. Over there, it would be a little dicey.
Not so
to
easy.
change it. This road. Eventually, maybe,
Mhm.
but right now, I don't. I would
So
not do that.
Patty, with this proposal, you have a few extra addresses there. Do we need to give a not to exceed or try to see if they can provide us?
How
the
fast could
addition?
you, how fast could you turn around a proposal for? Well,
The remainder?
if we do not to exceed 15, I think we're good.
How many did you say, actually?
It was originally 15, we originally spent 6,000 on it.
Okay,
And we only got it this month, so.
okay. All right, so you're saying, okay, so those addresses. All right, okay. So hopefully, hopefully you guys can help those other 4 addresses within that, within that budget.
And like I said, some of those may fall off.
Yeah.
Some things get covered, like we just did an evaluation during, it was raining a lot, it was also really hot this year, about 105 index. So let's just see what it is, but yeah, I think the best way to do it is to do a D&E. And then we can walk with Patty and just identify, and then also if we ever needed to go beyond D&E. She can say, well, let's hold off on this, let's do this now, like we can talk about it together, and make sure we're spending.
That's what we did.
So
We
very-
picked the locations that we did.
Right.
That makes sense.
All right, landscaping czar, what's the motion?
I think we're good. Motion to approve it. Up to 15,
Yeah, up to 15 to include the additional.
up to 15 include the 4 houses, if
the
we can.
additional, so. I'll second that.
Okay.
So the motion is to approve not to exceed $15,000 of sod in.
Also to attempt to cover the 4 homes that are not included on that.
In Sandpiper.
Sagewood.
Oh, this is Sagewood, sorry. I was confused.
So to be clear, the 4 addresses that are not quoted, is that included in the 15K?
Yeah.
The 15K should cover all of it.
Mhm.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unopposed, motion carries. Total price. What else? So quiet in here for us and. That was a good meeting. I thought that was really, I thought that went really well. I would like to see. In the future, every budget meeting go like that with every service area. I think it'd be fantastic.
If they would come, maybe we should invite them,
Yes,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean?
Like,
So well, we already had that strategy.
Targeted emails to each one. Hey, we're gonna be discussing your budget on this stage.
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah,
tell
and
them,
then send it blank.
yeah.
That's it.
What else you got? You got anything else for Sagewood? And then do we have anything for Paired Villas?
No.
Nothing for PV, yeah, because
We don't have any.
they're like 50,000 over screen.
Yeah.
Westlake, anything for Westlake?
Nope.
Nothing for Westlake, okay. That's it, that's on there.
Hmm.
At this time. What is this?
Green energy.
Hold on, we're talking about this, what is this?
Does anybody, I sent. this
Ah,
out.
yes, okay, so we have the one address where we're gonna go to mediation. And we were by the law, by the mediators, we were sent 5 dates with a few different times on it. 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 of January. Does anybody have any dates that don't work for them?
January.
This is background, without getting too much into it, a member of the community made some pretty extensive modifications to their landscaping, the community, the neighbors complained. You know, we went out there and told him to stop and he didn't, and then it's a lot, so. We want to get this rectified to the satisfaction of the community.
Mhm.
So, are there any dates that don't work for people?
And you're talking about in that week of the 13th through 17th?
That's right. We don't need everybody there, we just need, I mean, we don't even need a quorum, really. The last time.
I can support any of those days.
What's that?
I can support.
Okay, so you can be there any of those days.
Yeah.
You can
Should
be
be
good
good.
any day.
I can.
Rebecca is not there at all.
I will
Jeffy,
not be
But if
available.
we can avoid Thursday, that'd
What's
be
that?
great.
I
but
can't do
just
it
calling
during
that
business
out.
hours.
Okay.
Thursday?
Okay, so we have the 3 of us there,
Yeah,
that's fine.
avoid Thursday.
How about you?
How about you, sir? Any day work for you? No, it don't work for you.
Matt, I'm having a celebration of life and I'm not sure what day it is.
Okay, no, that's fine. If you can make it, you can make it. If not, we'll have 3 people there, so.
Thank you.
So
You wanna do it Thursday?
Yeah.
We'll do it on a Thursday, which is January 16th.
You said
Can
any
we
day
avoid a
but
Thursday?
I thought
Yeah.
you said you wanted.
Yeah.
No, any day but.
Yeah,
Oh, you said any day but
but
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
We didn't hear.
Okay. Tuesday at 2 p.m.
Oh, that I could do.
Yeah, Tuesday the 14th at 2 p.m.
I will send it back to George and Lori tomorrow.
Mediation, 2 p.m. Put it in the calendar.
And that's gonna be here.
It will, yes, sir.
We'll do it by Zoom with the attorney.
Yeah, so just so everybody knows, the last mediation, the way these things go, it's not like in the movies where you sit on one side and somebody sits on the other side and you like talk to a mediator that sits at the head of the table and then you end up arguing with each other. You basically need separate Zoom rooms and we'll be in a Zoom room with our lawyer. And then our lawyer will come over and say, hey, what do you want? And we'll tell them what we want. Then our lawyer will go talk to their lawyer. And then their lawyer in a separate Zoom room will talk to them. And then we'll just kind of sit and wait. And we won't know what kind of goes on their side. And they won't know what goes on our side.
Yeah,
And
no.
eventually we'll meet
Yeah,
in the middle somewhere with a satisfactory answer.
Yeah.
The last time I think it only took 8 hours.
Only,
Yeah.
that was an all day affair.
All right, that was much more complicated.
Yeah.
We were dealing with maybe 8 homes. Now we're only dealing with 1 home, so.
and do we need to all be physically together or can we all be Zoom for that call?
I'll be here. So.
I'll be here as well. I prefer if
Okay.
we were in the same room, so
Okay.
we could, you know,
Yeah.
discuss with each other. But
But we can.
if you have to be on Zoom, we could probably work that out. Okay, all right, we pick that date. That's great.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else?
We need to do this.
The what?
He is so ready to say.
Oh, I know. So Rebecca's been our treasurer for the past year. She has guided us through the transition
She's
of
been
bookkeeping
amazing.
companies and accountants and updating at Folio and redoing GL numbers and a bunch of accounting words and thank you so much.
Boatload of time.
Yes, tons
And that's
of
an
hours.
understatement. There's better words, but we're on Zoom, so.
Thomas is gonna take over, so at this point, I'd like to motion to relieve Rebecca of her treasurer duties. And hand those duties off to Thomas and make him our treasurer. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
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 No,
Yeah.
no, I can't.
None opposed. Thank you very much for taking on this.
Yes,
this-
thank
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
See.
I can't say aye, but thank you, Rebecca. I owe you a nice bottle of red wine.
You do not, but I'll take it. you know.
So 14th, 2 o'clock, Westlake, but here.
Yeah, we'll be here, yeah.
I'll confirm with the attorney.
And then,
Coordinate with the attorney.
okay. Are there any other matters to discuss, board members?
I think, one thing I was thinking about after Westlake's meeting last night is we should probably look through a process. I don't know if it's a dollar figure where we say like, okay, these are the
Yeah.
items that we quote out to 3 vendors,
Mhm.
2 vendor, whatever it is. But just some of the concerns they had made sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we generally, for almost all things, we try to get 3 quotes.
definitely.
Like when we did the pool, we got 3 different
Yeah.
pool companies
Yeah.
to quote it. Big ticket items, absolutely. When we did the
Yeah.
air conditioning units, we got a couple different
Yeah.
companies.
We had 3 quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 3 quotes. So yeah, that is
Yeah.
our standing practice, is
Yeah.
3 quotes.
Maybe we just, maybe there's a way we message that so
Yeah.
people know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I
'Cause that
think
was the
that's gonna be the added value, the
Well, we
policing of
just,
it.
yeah, so when we've
Yeah.
done those 3 quotes, we've discussed the merits of all 3 quotes
Perfect.
at the board meetings.
Okay.
Before making a decision. We just don't have any community
Yeah.
engagement when we
Yeah.
have these meetings, or not enough community engagement.
Okay.
So that it doesn't get messaged out through the community and then they don't go back to watch the video. But we
Yeah,
do definitely have discussion about all of those. We had a lot of discussion about the pool because it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Among the air conditioners too, and then we take into account all for the life of the project. The warranty that comes with it. So like when we did the air conditioners, we went with a company that gave us 20 years, wasn't it, Patty, or 10?
Yeah.
It was like ridiculous. It was a no-brainer, the amount of
Yeah.
warranty that we got for
Yeah.
the money that we were
Yeah, it's
spending.
the same with the pool thing we're getting with that.
Exactly. So we do a deep dive
Yeah.
into the merits of all of those proposals because it's our fiduciary responsibility to do such. We just don't get enough engagement for people to understand what we really do.
But the things that we don't, that we currently don't get multiple are things where we already have contracts in place for those service providers, like irrigation, like maintenance, like those types of
That makes
things.
Yeah,
Um,
but I do think that, I do think there's a great takeaway though, because I think the better we can do with making sure that it's getting done and then communicating what's getting done,
Yeah.
whether that's through the
Yeah.
social pictures.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna go a long way for them.
Yeah.
I was
And
picking
they'll be
up on
angry
the
about
same
something
way.
else, but-
Yeah, but I was picking up on the same way last night.
All right.
So, and I think that put them at ease too when we were talking through it.
Think, so I know that Jeff, you're gonna have some training to do to be a board member. Patty will update you on that, the things you gotta do.
I'm with him too, because we've been trying to find a night one for
Oh, you
me.
guys gotta fit, yeah, you and Henry, is Henry done with his?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Oh,
okay.
done.
So let's get that training done. I think you have 90 days from the time.
Henry did.
Yeah, that's who I was saying, Henry.
Yeah, I said Henry.
Oh, and I looked at Tom. sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what threw me out, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Henry actually did his.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Yeah, let's just make sure we get that training done.
Yeah.
Important training.
It's
And
just, it's hard because
It
it's
is.
always during the day.
the training is only gonna go up. Next year, we're each required to do 6 hours of training if you have a year.
This year is only 4 hours. for
Yeah.
next
So we're gonna have to do more training next year. Any other points of discussion? No. Motion to adjourn, is your second? Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
So when do I do this training?
you'll get a